Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Talk Show. We're gonna do Emac Lisp and talk randomish a little bit about the China's Deepseek AI, incredible phenomenon that the USA lost about 1 billion. Was it 1 billion, 500, 600 billion stocks market? Okay, because China released a open source AI bot, Deepseek. Hello, Sprinkle Knights. So if you are here, say hi. I want to see your comments and ask me questions. I'll answer. And if you are not here, skip around. Play at 1.5 speed. Okay. So Talk Show is me, a oddball programmer, been programming since 1993. And I am just gonna talk about randomish stuff. And by the way, I'm half drunk. I had a cup of red wine. Okay, and we're gonna code some Emac Lisp. Okay, so let's see. Let's stop that. What are you seeing? You are seeing my screen. Okay, so let me show you my keyboards. This is Glove 80, fantastic. I recommend it. I have video reviews and text reviews on my website. Just search for Xali keyboard. Okay, Glove 80, fantastic. This is Ultimate Hacking Keyboard. I also have video reviews. This is Nulia trackball, Nulia 506 or something. I have a review, video review, and text review. And I'm gonna show this until one day I review it. So this is, God, hold on a second. So you can see this is the, it actually, it's active. This is the Svalbard, Svalbard. I got it last year thanks to the guy who sent it to me. And this is, in my opinion, one of the best fancy input device. So this is an entirely different ballpark. So, but I'm sorry, I just haven't started to learn it. So, but as I said, I will. So I'm gonna show this every day in my live stream until one day I actually start to practice and use it. Okay, Svalbard, Svalbard. I have a review on my YouTube and on my website. Okay, that's my keyboards. Okay, so let's switch to the text terminal and I mean not text terminal, but my screen, and let's start to code and talk about things. Okay. First of all, let me show you again my keyboard. Okay, just search for XR keyboard blog, and you can go XR keyboard guide. Go to XR keyboard blog. Can you see it? Yes, indeed. Okay, audio check, video check. Yeah, so then here's my pen input. I also have reviews on pen input. Okay, so XR keyboard blogs, so you can see Svalbard right there. So, all the details and big photos you can see. Okay, fantastic. And of course, the Glove 80 and all that. So go back to ergonomic keyboard reviews, and there's Glove 80, all the details you need to know. And go back, and there are other keyboards. This Kinesis 360 is also great, and also this is incoming Kinesis M-Wave keyboard. And this Expose is always one of my favorite, cheap too, about $100, and others. Okay, and here is Ultimate Hacking Keyboard. So each one of them, I have video reviews. Okay, I give you in-depth reviews because I'm a keyboard expert. So next, what shall we talk about? So Crystal says, okay, so Crystal's got a question. Crystal, long time follower. Crystal says, can you wear the same hoodies as my YouTube headshot? No, because I threw that away. Now this hoodie, so on YouTube you'll see my headshot like that. And but that was during my extreme poverty days. I found this hoodie on the street in my neighborhood. It's just on the floor, just like on the corner of the street. And it seems brand new. I just found it. Nobody's there. So I picked it up. Now this is around 2014 or something, okay? So, so it being with me, so I was very extreme poverty. You wouldn't understand. That's more poverty than USA poverty, those who get food stamps, like a lot of black people or Mexican. So I'm a level below that. You wouldn't understand. I explain, you wouldn't understand. But so I got this. I picked up this on the street, and it kept me warm for many winters. Okay, it was, I just picked it up, and it seems like it's from a girl because it smells good. There's some perfumes on it. So anyway, but I threw it away since, around 2021. I'm doing okay now. So if you guys are following me for a long time, you know the story. But I'm doing okay now. So, and it's old, so I threw it away. So now you are seeing me with this hoodie. Now this is from Costco, American Middle Class Elite. That's what I call them, Middle Class Elite. So Costco, cheap. My wife bought it for me. This is $16, I think. But the hoodies with my headshot, that one is gone. It marks a period of my life. Okay, so let's see next comment. How do you deal with default mods keybind? Okay, for example, mods use N and P for next and previous instead of softline keys I and K. Well, so the question is about softline keys. Okay, so I'm using Emacs editor, as you know, showing browser. This is a source code showing browser, the most efficient system I have. Can you see it? Check, 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 check. You see, I move my mouse. I don't have to click. It's hover auto click. So you can find all these, I have like 1,000 articles on my keyboard side. Literally over 1,000 articles written from starting about 2008. On keyboard, on trackball, on mouse, on everything, on key binding, on layout and everything. So the question is about how do you, okay, so that's about keyboard. And I also, of course, I'm well known for my Emacs tutorial. Again, over here, you got 1,000 articles on practical Emacs tutorial. Emacs is a text editor. Usually it's used for programmers, or also known as tech bra. The USA political fuckheads, they call us tech bra. Like the political influencers, lots of them, they talk about Trump, MAGA, they talk about political movements all the time. And when it comes to Google, Facebook, artificial intelligence, like the Silicon Valley, of course, that tends to be left because they do censorship, extreme scum, Google. So, of course, they got a bad impression of this technology sector, so-called sector, So these people, they, because about 2 months ago, December 2024, there is this H-1B visa issue where a lot Indians legally came to USA via the H-1B visa. And this subset of the MAGA pro-Trump people got upset. They got pissed because they want a white ethno state for USA. They don't want Indians, So it's a lot racial issue. So they got pissed. So then they hear about, how Elon Musk saying that H-1B visa is important, or the Vivek guy, which is also part of the MAGA, part of the Trump team. At least he was. The Vivek guy who also says H-1B visa is important. And he says American got a problem because today America is like thoughts. You go to Twitter, Instagram, or any other website, you see these thoughts, typically white girls or white Jewish girls. Basically, I don't know the difference, but basically white girls, the thoughts, known as thoughts, they make a scene. Like like half of the things you see on Twitter, on YouTube is them, YouTube Shorts or TikTok, like talking about dating or the, like the Zoomer fucks. And then the other half is the political grifters, like the Tim Pool, who is a hybrid, by the way, Tim Pool guy. Okay, I started to talk about politics, but anyway, Tim Pool, became very famous. He was a underground journalist doing good things, American. Okay, his bloodline is hybrid. His parents is half Korean. I forgot his mom or dad. I think Korean, yeah. But anyway, originally he was a underground journalist doing reports, which is very good. Then around 2019, he kind of switched to cooking up the cultural drama, like the social justice warriors, like he talks about those things nonstop, posting 2 or 3 videos per day. Tim Pool, okay? So he became a grifter in my eyes. Money. Because every time you talk about drama stuff, lots of viewers. Oh my God, she did this, or what, the dating, or girls, or white girls, or whatever, fuck, Tim Pool. So he become rich and famous, Tim Pool. And lots of others, among the MAGA political scene, okay? Tim Pool is just one of them. So many others. A lot of them white people, of course, white guys. So these people, they don't know programming. They, so when the H-1B visa issue came up, they call us tech bra. Oh Jesus, tech bra. We don't support tech bra. What has tech bra done for America? These white fucks. These white people, they think they envision a USA state of cowboys, like 100 years ago, where USA is, they are thinking of the pioneers of the white people, cowboys, or something like that. So they think, they call us, oh, tech bra, blah, blah, blah. Fucking idiots. They still do to this day, they don't understand, because from my point of view, or anyone who is a first generation migrant to USA, you see it clearly. The white people, they don't, they don't work much. They have rights, this or that, or feminism rights for women. They complain all the time, that they so-called privileged by the leftist social justice warriors, scums. It became well known. Privileged, white privilege. So the social justice warriors, or the BLM, or the trans sex, or the gay sex degenerate, they are scums, of course. So the white man, the average white man, American middle class, got trashed. Who trashed them? Their own people. Biden, Joe Biden, Nancy Pelosi, AOC, which is Little Pong, Alexandria Cortez, and Nancy Pelosi, but Hillary Clinton, these are the big guys. They fucked up you white people, okay? And plus others, plus the pro-Israel Jew group, okay? So, yeah, I have some sympathies for you guys, but many of the white Americans, they don't see the situation, which I understand. It's natural. Okay, I started to talk about politics, so this this live stream is already tainted. Maybe I'll get banned from YouTube. Anyway, so anyway, let me go back to, let's regroup. Let me go back to what's the question. Oh yeah, the question is about Emacs, actually, technical question. So how did I start to, yeah, anyway, so I'm using Emacs, a great text editor for programmers. Oh, that's where the digression begins. Tech bra, these political or lawyers, it's amazing in America, in United States of America, in past 10 years, the profession of lawyers has increased, like sharp increase, like a circus, like the circus of lawsuits. So that is part of my opinion. The American white people, they got a problem. They got a cultural problem. And also the black people as well. The Jewish people, by the way, they tend to be well educated. They are well off. They are, I don't know their details exactly, but from my impression, they are like tight-knit group. They educate, they keep to themselves, they do good. But white people are not like that. No, it's the black people. The white people is like, like they're gonna make a scene. They make a scene and all the time. Anyway, it's a complicated issue, okay? There's a lot of racial issues. So what I'm saying is that the tech bra, so they call us tech bra. So I think what you need to do, what we should do, in America, the math, you look at the math competition, like American education is so low. And like I said, any people, first generation migrant from Russia, from China, or from India, they came to USA, they see it. They see it, the American, the white, so-called white people, and then all the math, they cannot do math, they have no idea what is math, they have no idea what is geography, where is India, they don't know. Where is Greenland, Trump is gonna take Greenland, where is Greenland, they have no idea. You just ask people on the street, they don't know, mostly white people. So they, but these white people think, oh, no, we are totally good. We are cowboys. We are the pioneers. Idiots. And they think, all the technology people, they are, oh, you guys are tech bra, fucking tech bra. These white idiots. Without tech bra, you don't have missiles. You don't have warships. You don't have rockets. You don't have satellites. You don't have GPS. You don't have nice cars, okay? You white idiots. So what we need to do change is stop these thoughts and social media scumbags, the political, like 1 million political grifters. Each one got 1 million followers. They babble about, oh, Trump, or this, they babble about things, these people. They should take a notch down, while we should promote engineers, mathematicians, scientists, okay? And also among you white Christians, take a notch down. Promote, go into programming, physics, mathematics, okay? If you want to make America great again. So back to the question about Emacs. So Emacs is a great text editor for mostly useful for programmers, which is what I'm using. So you are looking at it. So and I also created XAFly keys. Okay, if you don't know already, let me show you XAFly keys. Here's a source code, 4,000 lines. Go to the top, and here's the link. Open it, show in browser. XAFly keys introduction. So this is a efficient key binding system for Emacs. So if you are using Emacs text editor, this will be great for you because it will save you about 30% of keystrokes. So you don't have to type so much like Control Meta, Control Alt something. You don't have to do that. So save you keystrokes so that you don't get repetitive strain injury, which I did. Hurt my hands. You became a cripple. Okay, so if you really code a lot or work with computers in a professional way, this is a good thing. It's a good thing to learn Emacs, and it's also, and you might try XAFly keys. Okay, so the essence of XAFly keys is this layout diagram you are seeing. So, undo, mark, move cursor, or single key press. You don't have to press control key. So that's the essence of XAFly keys. Saves you keystrokes to prevent repetitive strain injury, prevent hand pain. That is the essence of what XAFly keys is about. It's for Emacs. And your question is very specific and technical about how do you deal with default mods key binding, for example. That has been explained. I'm not sure exactly what is your question because, okay, we get into technical details. For example, in the add mod in Emacs, by default, you can press M to mark a file. So for example, I press arrow down, M, mark a file. M, I can mark a file without pressing control or meta, right? So in XAFly keys, all you have to do is go to insert mod, and you can do that. So you can see I'm going to insert mod, XAFly insert mod, command mod activate, and there's insert mod activate. So anyway, go to insert mod, and I can, then whatever key is the Emacs default. So your question, how do you deal with default mods key binding? You just switch to insert mod, okay? Are you new to XAFly keys? Because that seems to be a new, complete newbie question. Okay, next, Crystal says, how did Ergo Emacs team respond to you proposing XAFly keys? Did any of them switch? Please explain the differing philosophies behind why you were dissatisfied. Crystal. Ergo Emacs, I created Ergo Emacs, okay? So if you just go to XAFly keys homepage, just search for it, you'll find it, Emacs XAFly keys, and you go down, you will see, go down to the frequently asked questions section. Okay, go down. XAFly keys, frequently asked question. How does it compares to Ergo Emacs mod? Ergo Emacs mod is another key binding mod similar to Xafly keys, which I started, okay? So, and the difference, so let me show you a page, okay? So go to Emacs, Emacs tutorial, go to the Emacs keys section, everything you ever needed to know about Emacs keys. So you go down, then you will see Ergo Emacs, or you can just search for Ergo Emacs, okay? Let's see, where is it? How to avoid command file swap, Emacs Pinky. Let's see if I can find it. Ergo Emacs. Search for Ergo Emacs. Okay, not here. Okay, I removed the link from the main index, but I can show you. Okay, so just search for Ergo Emacs. So so there is the Ergo Emacs logo. But where is my original page? Okay, so hold on a second. So you can see all the Ergo Emacs articles, about 20 of them that I wrote. So Ergo Emacs I begin in 2018. Okay, so Emacs event key binding overview. So where is the home page? Where is it? What is this Emacs? Okay. So anyway, you can see my original design. For example, here's a document on my original design of Ergo Emacs. Here is a page about Ergo Emacs complete list of key binding. So so where is my Ergo Emacs original page, home page? Let me show you. Somewhere, okay. Ergo Emacs I begin in 2008, something 2007. Then in 2013, I started Xafly keys. And Xafly keys is a modal system, so you have insert mod and command mod, so you don't have to press control anymore. In Ergo Emacs, you still have to press control. However, the keys are designed so that the most frequent keys are connected, associated with the most frequently used command. So any command you do, when you edit text, delete, move cursor, if it's most frequently used, it has the most easy key. However, you still need to press control, like the traditional way, control something. So that's Ergo Emacs mod. Okay, so there. I believe this is the original homepage. There it is. Okay, so this is the original homepage. You can still find it on xali.info. Just search for Ergo Emacs Xali. So I created it, but so you can see a picture of the keys design. But in 2013, I started to do the Xafly keys, Ergo Xafly keys modal system. So the difference is that you no longer have to press any control key or any alt key or meta. So it's like Vim. Okay, so 2013 I started Xafly keys. So the Ergo Emacs is I gave it to Matthew L. Finder. So he is the current maintainer. Okay, So you can click the GitHub. So this is Ergo Emacs. So I don't think you are user of Ergo Emacs, because if you actually read any of the documentation, you'll see lots of links to, lots of my, actually all of these are written by me originally about the details of the design and so on. So, but Matthew, so this guy Matthew helped a lot, and another guy who helped a lot is David Capello. Okay, David Capello. He's a guy in Argentina. Okay, Matthew is American, USA. So if you read my articles, you can find my links about them. So many, so many links to them. So they helped. David Capello helped me with Ergo Emacs. Ergo Emacs was the most popular Emacs distribution on Windows from 2008 to about 2012. Okay, originally it was a entire distro. So you download the zip file, you have the entire Emacs. It's not separate from, you don't have to download Emacs and download the package, then install the package and so on. It's one thing, Ergo Emacs. Okay. But then, 2013 I started Starfly Keys, and but now it's just a package. A lot history. Okay. So let's see. Okay, so lots of talking. So what are you guys, no comments? So I explained it, okay? So I believe I explained that question. Am I still going? Yeah. Okay, so in regards to keyboards, have you ever heard of the Russian dictator keyboards layout? No, I don't remember. Okay, so let's look at. Okay, so let's search again. Russian dictator. Okay, let's see if I see it. This is the keyboard layout for Russian language that is based on the same principles as Dvorak. Okay. No, I haven't heard of it. I might have, but I forgot. I don't know much about it. So, so essentially, it's an efficient keyboard layout for Russian. Okay, thank you for telling me about it. I will read about it. Let's put it to do. And let's show my keyboard page. So keyboard guide, then keyboard block, then go to keyboard layout, which is here. So you can see all the different layout, which I talked about many times in my past videos. So you got the normal QWERTY, you got the Dvorak, you got Cormac, you got Walkman, you got Norman. They show the heat map of the letter frequency. The bigger the circle, the more frequent that letter is used. So you can kind of see the difference. This is QWERTY, the standard. This is Dvorak, so you can see all the big circles are on the home row. And then you can change. So there is one Russian layout. So this one is standard Russian layout, Jakukan something. Okay, so then you can change the letter frequency to Russian. Then you see the circles. So you see the standard Russian layout is not very efficient. So if you are a touch typer for the Russian language, then basically you have to jump around all the time. So this dictator layout will fix that. Okay, I don't know about it. Thank you for telling me. Okay, that's about those questions. Okay, the Russian side has an image. Okay, so yeah, it's kind of annoying. They don't have an image. Then you go to, why don't they put a, image on the English page? Yeah, so every time there's a foreign language I don't speak, like Russian, it's it's very difficult to create. For example, I might want to add it here, but if they don't have English, it's very difficult. You can use translation, but it's basically it's a lot of pain to understand what they are. So anyway, that's about that. Anything else? So we talked about for 30 minutes already. So let me talk about, let's not code Emac Lisp, okay? So because I don't see many actually Emac Lisp people here. I mean, I'm not seeing lots of Nancy Pelosi insider trading and stuff. Tiny Hat Brigade, I don't know what is that. So instead of using N and P in diet, you just use arrow keys. No, okay, not exactly. You go to diet, switch to insert mod. Okay, let me show you. Okay, go to diet, switch to insert mod, so you can see saw insert mod activate. Are you seeing it? Yes. Okay, so insert mod, then you can press N. You see, I'm pressing N. You see on the pink window, I'm pressing N, it goes down. I press P, it goes up. Okay, any default Emac keys is as they are. So it is not true I have to use arrow keys, but usually I do use arrow keys. Okay, well, in part because I'm on this Batman keyboard, fancy keyboard. I don't like the anyway. So anyway, you got the answer. So we talked about so I'm not seeing people wanting to do Emac Lisp. So let me talk about the Deepseek. Okay, Deepseek, which is a China AI bot that got released about 4 days ago. It's amazing because why is it critical? It's on the news all over because about $1 trillion disappeared overnight. Okay, the Deepseek, a China AI bot, a competitor to ChatGPT of the OpenAI corporation. So China released Deepseek, and within a day, USA stocks, NVIDIA, Advanced Micro, and lots of others. Okay, they lost, like NVIDIA lost about $600 billion in one day, in one single fucking day. $6 billion gone. Okay, so let me you can find it. Okay, so you can just search news, you'll find it. $6 billion gone in one day. Why? Because China released the Deepseek. Amazing. Then it became political issue and of course racial issue. On one hand, of course, a lot of the white guys, the white Americans, they got pissed. China bad, CCP, communist, they stole us, they steal our stuff, they steal our data, and blah blah blah. Lots of, and including the mainstream force, mainstream fake news factory, churning out articles. China, OpenAI accuses China Deepseek stealing information. But they forgot, lots of things like that. But they forgot. Where does Deepseek, where does the OpenAI, this is OpenAI's logo, ChatGPT, where did they get their data from? Stolen. Because they are under lawsuit, lots of lawsuit from YouTube, from Reddit, or from from all the online websites. They don't have a license. It's a big thing. But that, and then there's another issue. Somebody dead. Someone worked for OpenAI. He killed himself. He killed himself, like the Epstein. Somehow someone killed himself. So there's lots of political intrigue going on. But anyway, the massive stock dollars loss, that's significant, because these people doing stocks, they are not idiots, okay? They don't care about who stole who. They only care about money, okay? So when you see some stock market big change, that means something is real. Real shit is happening. They don't really care about who is actually doing bad. But this Deepseek is very significant, okay? Very important. It's not just some like random troll, like, doing things. Critical. By the way, I want to show you the video where the Deepseek tries to comment where their data come from. This one, okay? Let me show you a little bit. Yeah, let me play that video. Let's see if I can.
What data was used to train Sora?
We used publicly available data and licensed data.
So, videos on YouTube?
I'm actually not sure about that.
Okay. Videos from Facebook, Instagram?
If they were publicly available, publicly available to use, there might be the data, but I'm not sure. Yeah. I'm not confident about it.
What about Shutterstock? I know you guys have a deal with them.
I'm just not going to go into the details of the data that was used, but it was publicly available or licensed data.
What data was used to train?
So that girl, that chick, is supposedly the CTO of OpenAI, of the Chat GPT. It's quite amazing. It looks like she doesn't really actually know a thing. So where did you get the data? Did you grab all the YouTubes? Actually, I can say. Do you think ChatGPT grabbed YouTube? Of course they did, of course. But she can't say, of course, because legal issues. So you got, but the thing about Deepseek, why did they actually cost some 600, actually like almost like 1 trillion, all over? 600 billion is just NVIDIA. Is it billion? So let me make sure, okay? Is it 600 million or what? Million, I think. Hold on a second. Let me see. Oh, by the way, there's massive DDoS attack on Deepseek, So this Deepseek is not just a technology issue. There's a lot powerful political, USA government maybe involved. They got 230 million DOS attack per second, every second, 230 million requests for the past 3 days, okay? I know, I experienced it myself, because when I heard Deepseek, I tried to go to their website, and I say, I noticed registration is not currently available because something DOS attack, so 230 million DOS attack requests per second, okay? Then, so by the way, if you don't know, if you follow me, you kind of know. But if you don't know, if you are new here, you see these all the talks about AI every day, in the past several years about everything. They are all crap. Okay, you really have to trust someone who who they are, and they are they need to be smart. Okay, don't follow all these troll or grifting accounts. So let me find just exactly how much is the money is lost in Deepseek on the first day. Okay, this is actually a historical incident. Okay, it's as important as that. A historical moment in stock market, in tech stock market. Okay, so there's another 6 billion. Wait, no, not this one. Okay, so I want to, and also another thing is that you see, we were talking about the white Americans, right? They think, oh, nothing is wrong with us. Actually, we are great. Make America great again. But actually, you look at all the, people who are doing the AI, so here's the China Deepseek team. They are all Chinese, of course. Chinese blood. And then when you look at the OpenAI team, like half of them are all Chinese. You look at Google, you look at Elon Musk's Grok, okay, team. Also, half of them are all Chinese blood. Okay, so these white people, you got a problem. Okay, you got a problem. You gotta fix that. Instead of focusing on your racial issues. And one thing that pisses me personally is that many of these people, especially I noticed the pro-Israel people, pro-Israel Jewish people, they will like redirect the hate towards Chinese. Like, for example, the Deepseek, they will say, oh, CCP is our enemy. CCP. Right now there's a racial tension between the white people and Jews. But on the Jew side, they'll just say, no, let's blame the CCP instead. Let's blame the Chinese. Fuck them. Okay, so regarding DeepSeek, if you really want to know stuff, you have to dive deep. You have to be an engineer, okay? If you are just a political talkhead, whatever you say is not really significant. Okay, that's it. That's about it today. Billion. Oh my God. Yeah. Here is a confirmation. Okay. I wrote it because I checked. Just NVIDIA alone, it lost $560 billion in one day. Okay. Just NVIDIA alone. So this is very significant. This is not shit. Okay, that's it for today. Ching, thank you, Crystal. Who's less open than DeepSeek? Script for OpenAI. So AI talks are bad. Yeah, the sky is blue. I don't follow on any social media other than YouTube. Okay. Thoughts on AVIF image format and AAC audio. Okay. I don't know much about that topics. AAC audio is AAC audio is basically Apple's branding of part of the MPEG. Began around like by now almost 20 years ago. So starting, the audio codec, the audio file formats, they became, the digital formats became a thing around 2000, okay, year 2000 or year 2001, because of the piracy of song from CD, okay. Of course, CD is dead today, so many of you guys don't know about these things. So, we have, CD was the format for a while. Before that, it's record and tape and so on. But anyway, CD around year, in the 1990s, late 1990s, compact disc CD is the kind of the most popular format for songs. You have to buy them, of course, music. But then MP3 came up. Then people started to, rip, it's so-called rip from the CD, meaning that you make a copy of the song from the CD into a computer file, MP3, and you can play it on your computer, so you don't have to pay. I mean, so you can send it to your friends, so they don't have to buy CD. So it becomes a big, huge, some $1 billion, big, loss. So MP3, okay. So then, anyway, that's history. So that's around year 2000. Then Apple, excuse me, Steve Jobs is a great innovator. He saw the problem. CD is really a problem. MP3, the digital files, is a new thing. So he wanted to make it a legal way for people to enjoy music via digital files because of the internet, the progression of technology. So why should you, still buy a physical, medium? You can, so Steve Jobs pushed that. He made it, he's a great pioneer. He started, he talked to the music corporations, the copyright, the Hollywood, then created a online store that sells music. Apple began it. So you can buy music digitally, legally. Like today it becomes normal, right? But 20 years ago, it's not normal. Steve Jobs began that, okay? So that was the beginning of MP3 era. It began as piracy, massive piracy. Still happen today, of course. You still can, pirate like almost every song. But anyway, so MP3, then Apple also started to sell, physical devices for playing MP3 called iPod, I-P-O-D, iPod, okay, like 20 years ago. Then, but then the music compression file format for audio also changed, of course, because of technological progress. So there is this .AAC, which has better compression, better quality in general. So Apple started to use that instead of MP3. Apple don't, this is 20 years ago. So AAC, but AAC is just Apple's branding. It's part of the MPEG something. It becomes very complex, okay? All these music and video formats. So that's what I know. So, and AVIF, that's video format. It gets very complex. I don't know much about it. Okay, anything else? That's it for today. I think I'm gonna, that's it for today. So copy that. Okay, so that's today's talk show. Copy that, paste it here. Okay, so copy that website. This is This is the Russian key binding. Paste it here, link file, close that, and what is this? This is the history of Ergo Emacs layout. Okay, close that, and this is the current Ergo Emacs website. Okay, and this is some kind of historical page. Okay, this is another important page, which is about how I began to create the Ergo Emacs key binding. This is not, this is part 2. So so you can see this is my original kind of part 1. So part 1 here, 2012. So 2012, that's where I started to kind of started the idea of software keys. Okay, but Ergo Emacs goes back to 2007. Okay, 2007 is Ergo Emacs. So let me just paste that. That's it. Okay, donate to me, guys. Close that. Ergo Emacs logo. This logo is created by David Capello. Okay, he's also an artist. And David Capello is a C++ programmer. He's a fan of C++. Okay, in contrast to me. And he's most famous for creating Asprite, which is an application that creates pixel art, pixel animations for classic games. Okay, so it's kind of well known. I've been smoking too much. I need to stop. Okay, so there's a video you can check. So let's go to David Capello. Copy that. Okay, David Capello, Ergo Emacs, close Asprite, Ergo Emacs logo, got it. Okay, anything else? Software keys, frequently asked questions. Close. Practical Emacs tutorial, close. Oh, and this classic shot. Okay, no comment. How disappointing. Bye, guys. Support me. Go to xali.info. Okay, xali.org, xali.info. Go to all the way to the bottom. You have lots of programming tutorials and mathematics. And I started to do a lot update on this, my plane curve, a visual dictionary of special plane curves, 30 years old project. I started to do updates. So go to the bottom of xali.info, Patreon, Amazon gift card, PayPal.